Hey, everybody. If you're here, you probably know who we are. And it's not like, don't you know who we are? It's like, we don't even have that much traction. So why would you be watching this unless you knew us? What's up, man?
Hey Nate, good to see you, man.
Yeah, I have a ton of energy right now. I don't know. I don't know if it's because I've had a deep bit of failure and then a success, or if it's just that's like the story I'm making up for this craziness that I'm having. But I'm here. How are you?
Yeah, if you have the energy, then you have it, right?
Unfortunately. Sometimes I have too much, and sometimes I look like I'm gonna die or something. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's how it works, right?
It's
Like, and the mind is constantly trying to explain it. It's like, oh, it's because of this, right? And it totally forgets
yeah,
that maybe the same circumstances were present just a little while ago, and you didn't feel the way you feel right now. So the explanation is always full of shit, you know?
yeah,
But that's how it works. Like, oh, this is who made it happen in a good way or in a bad way. It's
yeah.
constant narrative.
It's like the monkey mind, like seeing shiny things and trying to be like, "Ooh, I like that," or "I don't like that," or like whatever.
Yeah.
I don't
It's like,
know.
I mentioned to you that lately I've been having some waves of sadness and stuff, right? And a friend asked me, like, hey, why? And I'm like, I don't know. How do you determine, right? Like, when you feel something, how do you determine what caused it? I don't think you can actually.
Yeah,
You can have all kinds of thoughts, but also I have seen enough of how my brain generates explanations to kind of not believe them because like they're always like, oh, here's an explanation. Oh yeah, looks very plausible. Oh, here's another explanation. Like, oh, okay. And you look close at them and you
yeah. I
realize
know
they
what you
just
mean.
random stories.
I know what you mean because I've had some like pretty bad experiences where I'm like, "Oh, this is like I feel seem to feel good," and I've had some like amazing days where I should feel awesome or I should feel awesome, right? And it's like
Right.
still felt like shit. And everybody's like, "What's wrong with you? Why aren't you enjoying this thing that happened, or like this person you met, or like whatever?" I'm like, "I don't know. Like, what? This is just what's
Yeah,
happening."
exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it makes it easier to understand if you're like a little bit fucked up in some way. I think because, I mean, who isn't, right? But like, it gives you this way of looking at it where it like kind of forces you to let go of that whole thing of like I should be happy or I shouldn't be, and you're like, I don't have control. I am what I am. Take it or leave it. Like, at least
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. But I mean, I guess I would dig deeper. But like you said, it's like how do you identify that anyway? I mean, it's a tangled fucking mess being a human being.
Yeah. And what I'm really saying is also, it's like sometimes we develop a story like, oh, it's because of this person doing this or me doing this, right? But then it's not really an explanation because then you just explain it like, okay, so it's because of this, but why that happened, right? And then there's another reason for that, another reason for that, and so on. So, as I like to say, it all
Yeah.
goes back to the Big Bang. That's when it all started, and that's kind of everything is the reason for everything.
That's like every impulse in our mind is like the Big Bang. It's like where does it come from, and then it creates a universe of thought and feeling and emotion, and then it's gone again, and then
Yeah,
bang, and then gone again. It's what it feels like to me. It's almost like our mind is expressing what the universe is expressing,
pretty much.
just
I mean,
continually
it's
and
one
maybe
and the same, the
quicker.
universe and the mind. That's different labels for
Yeah,
the same process, or whatever you call that.
yeah. That makes me think about that Leonardo da Vinci painting or the drawing where it's like the arms and the legs were out,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's like
that
the
guy.
eyes were
Like,
taking in everything, and it was like kind of like a model for the universe.
uh-huh.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was gonna fucking say something too, but like we were just talking about, gone, just like that, it disappeared. Um, Damn it, it was kind of cool. It's gone. I'm not going to try. The more I try, the more fleeting it might be. Oh,
Yeah.
I actually have a good example. So like I've been getting like these horrible nightmares and night terrors, which they are
Oh,
different.
wow.
Like one you kind of like freak out and the other you just kind of like have bad dreams, right? So like and I've only been getting 3 or 4 hours of sleep a night and I still
That
feel
sucks.
good. It does, but like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm glad
I
you
feel
feel good,
positive.
right?
Like
But
it's not negative.
long term, it can mess you up, man. So I hope that the organism can
Yeah. I'm
change
looking for
that.
solutions. The one thing you did mention helped, the magnesium stuff.
Yeah.
But as much as I hate to admit it, because I'm like 38 years old, I don't like the dark, and I don't like nighttime, and it shit makes me uncomfortable for some reason. So I'll admit I have like a slight fear of the darkness,
Hmm.
and my inner darkness and the outer darkness. But um, but it's mainly like because there's a lot of people that are like, you should probably feel this way emotionally if you're not getting sleep, or you're gonna feel sad or depressed. I'm like, I feel good though. Like I don't know. Like my body does hurt a little. My eyes hurt. I'm getting
Yeah.
bags,
Hmm. Hmm.
but
Yeah,
it's
and
more
you
the
know,
power of
the
suggestion on
fear
the
of the
attitude.
dark, I guess most of us probably carry that in one way or another. Like, I know one person
Yeah,
closely, and they always leave a lot of lights on because without that they're quite uncomfortable. Yeah.
yeah, I do that. I cover up this like lamp that I have with a T-shirt. It's probably the safest thing. I'll probably start a fire eventually, so I should watch that. But like,
Yeah.
I leave the light on, and I know it's unreasonable. I feel like my house is haunted or something. So I don't know. I mean, that sounds insane, but like weird shit
Yeah.
happens here at night. I don't know. Like I hear things and like I don't know. Like the crazy dreams that I have are like super intense. Like I actually wake up with like physical pain sometimes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that was. Like the other night, I dreamt that something like grabbed me, and I woke up and I was like, "Ooh, my shoulders hurt." It was so that's trippy. Whatever the fuck that was. But maybe I'm going crazy from not sleeping a lot. I have no. Maybe that's one of the fun parts of this whole thing.
You cannot go crazy if you already are crazy, right? So,
Yeah. It reminds me of Fight Club when he develops the alter ego and
right.
he starts all those fight clubs. He doesn't even know he's this other guy half the time. But
Yeah.
that movie
It's a good
reassured me because
metaphor,
the
right?
doctor's like, you
Because
can't
like,
die from it.
yeah, yeah. But it's a good metaphor for we all have that to some degree or another, like different personalities, if you will. And I'm sure you have seen it in other people. It's much harder to see in yourself. Is that when a person is experiencing some very strong emotion, it's kind of like you see in a totally different person, right?
Yeah.
And like
Yeah, I see it in a
they
lot of
see you
my friends and
differently,
family
they
that have
see the
like
world
addiction
differently.
issues.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes me wonder like what the because I mean we've talked a lot about like the self and the concept of self, and then you see all these different selves appearing out of your own self, and it's like I don't know. It is a construct
Well,
for sure.
it's there is a mechanism in your brain, right? That's kind of my story, if you will, of the world. Is that that mechanism creates the idea of me, but the same mechanism also puts me's into other human beings and sometimes into animals
Yeah.
or complicated AIs and whatnot. But when the mechanism relaxes, then the brain kind of stops seeing me here and the me everywhere else. It kind of sees just something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost best not to well, not best, but like I feel happier when I'm not questioning any of that stuff. I'm just like I know it's very Ram Dass, but like just be here now. you know. It's like it's kind of the only way is self awareness and then presence and then kind of like you let go and you come back. You let go and you come back. But it's just these like little glimpses of like of not seeing or feeling anything. And that's like a relief, whatever that means. It's like just like you just kind of rest for a second. Um, yeah, it's weird being a human being, but I don't know what else to be or what else I could feel like. I wish I felt like
Yeah.
my dog the way he acts. He seems happy at least. I don't know. But yeah, it's fucked up being a human.
It's
Relationships
complicated.
are a big thing with that.
I
Um,
mean, relationships, all the
Addiction,
fears about
substance.
everything, right? Who am I? What am I? Do people
Yeah,
love me? Do I have resources to survive? Do people like me? Will I be comfortable? And will I have pain and all of that? And it's a constant flow of fears and attempts to fix something and arrive in this imaginary final permanent peace.
yeah. I'm always afraid that if I don't find ways to provide resources that no one's ever gonna love me, and that's a big
Yeah,
fear for sure.
of course.
Um, I think maybe a lot of men feel that because there's these traditional roles where like we're this provider or whatever in most cultures. So like I think a lot of us have this kind of idea where if we don't like step up or something, no one's ever
Hmm.
going to want to, be a part of that situation. And I think it's getting like harder for people in that sense. Some people I've talked to for sure feel that way.
But end of the day, all of those expectations that we imagine. I mean, first we have to imagine there are others and there's us, and they have expectations of us, and then subconsciously we also scared to not to meet the expectations because then we do not feel loved and appreciated. It's all such a round trip, and our own um, self-centered, if you will, thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like that painting in the background. That's actually what that's about. It's like the two sides that we all kind of
Hmm.
have. Also like the east and the west, the left and the right, red, blue, like all this kind of like shit, like there's all these different sides that create the chaos, and somewhere in between we're this messy love energy. It's also not perfect, but it's like it's the force behind all that anger and joy and ideology and all this stuff that everybody kind of preaches to each other and gets angry and happy about. Like there's this oneness behind it all,
Yeah,
and everything we do is an
it's not even
expression of
behind.
it.
It's not behind it. It's gonna. That is it. It's
Yeah,
not behind
yeah,
something. It's not like you can get to something else than the surface. The surface is the same as the depth. This is the oneness. This is the oneness.
yeah,
The painting is the oneness. That fear, that idea that somebody grabbed you in a dream. That's the oneness, man.
yeah. Even these conversations, it's like it's glimpse like oneness, separation. Do we agree? Do we disagree? It's like there's all these things. I think until I got sober, I never looked at it. I mean, I knew a lot of the concepts and then like how to separate from those theoretically and like kind of analyze it that way and then analyze it in and out. But that's all bullshit too, I'm realizing. It's like
Of course.
it's hard to describe the two different natures, like sober, not
Hmm.
sober. And there's not like a better one for everybody. But for me it's almost like it's just such a different way of seeing reality that all of a sudden it is like a different world. And then again I go back into, okay, that's the story that I'm creating for my experience again, like different world, sober, not sober, reality, me versus you. It's just like a never ending thing. Maybe it's not so bad, I don't know. What would we be without it?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have something else. That's it, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean but that's like actually maybe the only thing is those moments where I like that's what I've enjoyed more recently. It's just that I don't fucking have an answer. I don't know.
No, of course not. I mean, you can
It
come up with so many
it
different
becomes a
stories
place.
and
Oh,
explanations and answers, but they will not. help you.
Man, nothing will save us. There's nothing to be saved. There's nothing that will save. It's just
No.
now. And I personally, I have like beliefs, like myself has beliefs. Like I
Yeah.
believe in God, for instance, or I believe in like that art heals people, or that art is an expression, or like I believe in like, I love
Hmm.
sunny days, or I hate the darkness, or like all this stuff, right? But it is interesting how behind that all that shit, it's just like,
But some of those
just,
things you listed, they are beliefs, right? But let's say sunny days, it's
yeah,
not a belief. Like today, I went for my walk and it was very bright and sunny, and the trees were yellow and beautiful. It's not like I believe that it's beautiful. That's simply how it felt to me, if you will, right? And
yeah,
that's it, right? And then also you might be at some point, let's say, if you're feeling depressed, right? You can look at the same weather, same trees, and feels nothing, right? So
yeah. Well, it's been 15 minutes. We've committed to keeping these shorter because I feel like when we go for a long time,
yeah,
it's like, yeah, but I encourage everybody to, tune in. I think we're going to be doing this more consistently because I'm a little more consistent recently. So it seems like things are working good in this format too. So I hope everybody enjoyed this. And, if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, we'll see you
yeah,
next week. That's some North Carolina shit right there. Just like,
yeah, and we'll talk some mental health.
yeah, yeah. This little guy, this psychotic little angel demon combo thing here. Uh, that's the logo. And if you want one of these, if I'm not being good about posting the link, just DM me, and I'll you could probably talk me into sending you something for free. So actually, maybe I shouldn't say that. But yeah, I should care about earning money more. But anyway, this has been the Mental Health Podcast. Woo! Let me
Yay.
try to find the end button now. Yay! All right. Stop. Here we go.